All right. This brings us to rule number 2. Personalize the experience of your members. Now, with this, sounds kind of obvious too, but you have to engage people how they want to be engaged, not how you want to engage them. This is so key because for a lot of ERG leaders, we say if they're not attending our events, they're not engaged. When in reality, there are people who will never attend one of your events, but they do want to still be involved. So that means we have to give them options on what it looks like to be involved. And once they have options, then we have to allow them to self-select which ones they want the most. So even for instance, you all have likely seen me do this in a couple different ways on this call right here. As you all went to register for this event, you were able to indicate what you were interested in. And if you said you wanted to be a panelist, you were top pick for who I reached out to be a panelist, essentially. That's the thing. When you allow people to select how they want to be involved, and then you reach out to them based on how they like to be involved, it is almost never that they'll say no. The only time they'll say no is when they can't. Like if their schedule just conflicts and they'll be upset, like, wow, I wish I could. And that's the thing about engaging people the way that they want to be engaged. Now, with that, it sounds kind of obvious and how you would allow people to self-select on how they want to be engaged. I would say a form, but hear me out here. You need to ask people directly. And again, this rule is around personalizing people's experiences. I say this because too often ERG leaders will just put the form in the channel and just wait for people to show up and answer it. And oftentimes, not going to be a whole lot of answers. Really, I feel as if I've kind of coined the term DM campaign within the ERG space because I'm very passionate about reaching out to people one on one and asking them to participate, or not even to participate, but in this sense, just to fill out the form. Here's the word for word like template that I use at multiple companies just to ask people to fill out a form one on one. So personal DM that oftentimes I'll actually have the ERG leaders send this. But anyway, it'll say, hey, I'm an ERG leader here at the company. Um, I noticed that you're a member of one of the ERGs. We really just want to know how we can make this better for you. If you can take 60 seconds to fill out this quick form, it would make all the difference. That's it. Very simple. And even though it's something that you copy paste to people, it's so interesting that when you send it directly to someone, it feels personal. I've literally had people reach out to me and say, thank you for asking. Like when honestly, I could say, well, it was in the channel. I already technically asked you. But the thing is, again, when it's personal, it makes all the difference. With that, I know some people might be like, well, our ERG is way too big. We can never get to all the people. And here's the thing. One, you can split up the list amongst your ERG leaders. So it doesn't have to just be you. If you have 500 people in your ERG and you have 5 ERG leads, then give 100 to each. And that's something, it's a copy paste message. You can copy paste it to them all in like 20, maybe 30 minutes. So do that in place of your ERG leads meeting just to collect information that you'll need to engage your members. Or even it doesn't all have to be done at once necessarily. You can try to have it a goal 300 people per quarter we want to reach out to. And then that helps to, again, ease the burden as well.